Facial cupping is a fantastic massage modality because it yields great results. It's very easy to do and it's not time consuming, so it's very easy to incorporate into a busy lifestyle. My name's Emily. I've been an esthetician for 17 years and I specialize in facial massage. In this video, I'm going to teach you the proper technique for facial cupping so that you can get the best results but also avoid some common pitfalls. Facial cupping is not for everybody. It is important that you avoid facial cupping over an active acne breakout. If you have acne or if you have a breakout, that doesn't mean that you have to banish facial cupping altogether. It just means that if you're using a large cup like this silicone cup, which I will link the cups that I'm using in the description below, you would want to use that below an active acne breakout, maybe on your jawline or on your neck. You would not want to slide right over, or you could utilize a tiny facial cupping cup around the breakout to help draw the fluid away and to help promote healthy healing. You also want to avoid facial cupping if you have an active sunburn, if you have thin or fragile skin, if you have any type of an active infection, an active herpes outbreak, if you have eczema or rosacea. Do not slide the cups over that area. Use them below. If you have, any type of a bleeding disorder, definitely talk to your doctor if you are undergoing cancer treatment. And then finally, any type of a recent cosmetic injection. Cupping can move the injection. If it's a filler, it can also increase the metabolism of the injection, especially a neurotoxin. So you want to wait at least 2 weeks after any type of a neurotoxin injection like Botox, and I would be safe and wait around 6 weeks after a filler injection. So that's the biggest thing, or the biggest list of things that are contraindications for cupping, but it's also important that anytime you're getting ready to facial cup that you understand it's possible to cause cupping marks if you're utilizing an improper technique or if you're utilizing it on skin that is contraindicated. So a cupping mark is basically a hickey. It's not a bruise, but it's a group of broken capillaries where the blood has coagulated or congested in one area, just like a hickey. So this can happen if you're not utilizing enough oil on the skin. It can happen if you leave the cup parked in a specific spot for too long. It can happen if you get into a hot situation right after the cupping. So if you're cupping either while in the bathtub or if you take a really hot bath or a steam bath right after you cup, this can potentially cause cupping marks. So I really like to do cupping right before bed, after my skin has been cleansed, and after applying loads of oil to the skin so that I get proper slip and I'm not risking a cupping mark. All of that to say, cupping is amazing. Don't be afraid of it. It's one of my absolute favorite modalities for reducing deep wrinkles, for building collagen, for reducing puffiness. It's just a really lovely, well-rounded modality. But there are some cautions that we should pay attention to and be sure that we're aware of before we get started. So let's get started. When cupping, you can start on the thymus, which is an organ that's right below your sternum. It's a major organ in the lymphatic system, and starting over the thymus would look like flash cupping. So flash cupping is where we squeeze the cup, attach it to our skin, let go, and pull off. That's flash cupping. And then the other form that we're going to talk about today is called dynamic cupping. So that's when we squeeze the cup, attach it to the skin, creating a vacuum, let go, slide across, squeeze, release. So those are our two types, and we can start on the thymus with the flash cupping, and then we can dynamic cup across, or we can start at this little trough in between our clavicle and our neck with flash cupping. And I would say that to do that 3 to 6 times right there. That's something you could just do by itself, and it would have a great impact on your overall health and on the health of and appearance of your skin. There is an important lymph area right here, which is our subclavicle lymph node, and all of the lymph in our entire body is going to travel through that area, all the way down from our toes up to our crown. It's all traveling through there before it returns to our heart and filters back to either the blood or to the kidneys to release. So doing that by itself is really beneficial. But the next step after that would be to come up the neck, and we're again doing the flash cupping up the neck. So just in a little pattern like this until we get to this area where our jawline meets right below our ear. And we can do 3 to 6 flash cups right there. And then we're going to come right under the chin right here on our jaw. We're gonna flash cup. And when we're flash cupping, we're only allowing the cup to sit on that area for 1 to 2 seconds. Any longer than that, we are risking creating a cupping mark. So we're gonna do 3, and then we're gonna do 3 passes from the center to the side. So we can do that little pattern that I just showed you about 3 times. So then you would come all the way back to the subclavicle node, 3, up, and then do 3 here where the jawline meets the ear, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that was 2 times. You could go back in and do that a 3rd time. Next, we're going to come up to the jawline, and we're going to move across. We're going to move across a little higher and then a little higher. So we're going to do those 3 dynamic cups across the jaw, cheek, and upper cheek 3 times. So we did it once, twice, 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 3, 3, 3. So we don't want to overdo it. This can be really easy to want to do, but we don't need to do that. This is something that we're going to do consistently, and it's all about doing it over time rather than trying to get all of the facial cupping in one day. So now that we've gone across our cheeks in 3 different lines 3 times, we are going to work around the eyes. So I'm going to take my tiny cup, and I'm just gonna flash cup around the bottom, and I'm gonna stay on the orbital bone. I'm just flash cupping, And I've done that 3 times. Now I can do some dynamic cupping upwards, and then I can cross hatch. And then I can go to the top on the orbital bone. And again, I'm just doing this 3 times. This is stimulating collagen production. This is helping to move fluid away from the area. So I've done that 3 times. And now I'm going to take my big cup and I'm going to do the forehead. I'm going to go upwards across the forehead. That was 1 time. Twice. 3 times. Now I'm going to go in a cross-hatching motion across. 1, 2, 3. So I'm moving in a line, a line, a line. I'm going to do that 3 times. So this is the 2nd time, 3rd time. And finally, if I want to go in around the lips, I can do the same thing. Dynamic cup, and then I can flash cup right on the lip line. And I can do that 3 times. And a 3rd. Can do the same thing on the top. One, 2, 3. I can go in and do any detail work. If there's a specific fine line, I can hold the skin taut and cross hatch if I like. But we really, again, don't want to spend a ton of time. So I've done one side of my face very quickly and without a mirror. So that's not the best work I've ever done on my face, but it gives you the idea of what you should do at home, and then you can go in on the second side. I hope that this has been helpful. The main takeaways that I want you to remember is that you need lots of oil, more than you think you need, and never hold your flash cupping more than 2 seconds. I know that it might feel good. I've had people tell me that it feels so good for their sinuses to hold it on the forehead, and they've ended up with marks. So just remember, less is more here, and we're looking for cumulative results from doing this over a long period of time consistently versus trying to abuse our skin into conformity by doing the same cupping stroke several times over and over again. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back for more next time.